is part 2. I have the water boiling. There's nothing but water in it. I added a limited edition. I normally use 2 sauces of creamy spinach and Parmesan, and then our favorite, olive oil and garlic. And I only used half of this and half of that, and so I mixed it together. The key to making it taste homemade and authentic is you just put a little dash of sugar into it with the garlic. Of course, it already has salt in it, and we're trying to make a homemade, slow-cooked tasting spaghetti meal in about 10 minutes. So otherwise, I would saute the spinach and garlic and everything by myself. Alright, so I heated this up. I got the meat that we just marinated quickly. What we're going to do is this grapeseed oil or any cooking spray. You can do like off-brand butter or olive oil or anything like that. We're going to spray the outside. And then I'm going to put a little bit of water, because we're going to saute it or cook it with water so it breaks up easier. And I use a spatula. So it's heated about medium high-ish. And cook it. I'm cooking it in the strainer so I can satisfy the entire family of it being, you have it covered, tasting good, but hardly any of the grease. And like I said, the water will help separate the olive oil that I have in there, and it will help break it up easier. And you probably will have to look at it and add a little bit more, as you don't burn your hand. Add a little bit more. Meanwhile, the sauce is cooking. The water is going to boil. And we're going to be using bow tie pasta. And you just chop it up. You can let it sit for a little bit. Just keep chopping. I hated that. If you don't smush up your meat when it's still in the little bitty lines, and then you try to smash it up, then you're going to get little lines instead of chopped meat. So, let me do this. I wish we can pause it. You can't pause it. Alright, in the meantime, while this is cooking, the water is about to start boiling. You can get your bread ready, and to keep it low fat, this artesian bread is always 0 grams of fat and little calories, and always use, I can't believe it's not butter spray. It's an excellent way to drown your bread in butter flavor, and it actually stays in the little creases. Works well for waffles too, and there's no sodium, no calories, no fat. And so you want to cook your meat to about a medium to a medium rare, like this is. And you have your grease already in the pan. And now what we're going to do is my trusted sidekick here is going to, we have a grease pan somewhere. Yeah, and you guys will probably have something else, but ours is a Patron bottle. So I'm going to take this, and instead of olive oil and salt, which you would normally put in a boiling water for it not to go over, boil over, and not for the noodles to stick, I just pour a little bit in there, if I can, without catching the kitchen on fire. Okay, and then you're going to bring the rest over, and you can get the idea, but I'm pouring it into, and that will thicken. So now we have still a healthy meat that we're going to continue cooking with some of the sauce. And the reason why I do that with some of the sauce is because it's going to taste like you cooked the meat into the sauce for long periods of time, and it will taste like you spent hours and hours and hours on your spaghetti and you didn't. So then we're going to take a little bit of this and cook it with the meat. Put it back on there. Our water's almost boiling. And so now we have an authentic